time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings.
For Minnesota.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Marlon Mack, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yards he wanted on that carry. But I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he'll catch more passes out of the backfield in the NFL than he did at Wisconsin. And yards after contact, that's his forte. The only thing he's got to improve on, taking care of the football. Put it on the ground way too often at Wisconsin. If he learns to hang on to it, he could be one of the surprises in the NFL.
They turn to Taylor on 4th. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. The ball comes out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings.
Minnesota.
Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Colts 0.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
10 at the 37-yard line.
390. Three down. 45.
Draw play as Rivers gives to Taylor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Rivers on 3rd and 2. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the
Reception there by T.Y. Hilton. He absolutely terrifies defenses when he gets downfield. Speed, shiftiness, excellent hands. 5 1,000-yard seasons in his career.
Rivers on 1st down. Dancing, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. D.J. Wadham in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's a bootleg with Rivers. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 33 yards that time.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game.
The ball is free. Taylor lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Fumble on the play.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Minnesota.
On the ground, it's Cook. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. It was Justin Houston who got him down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards there and a first down.
I don't care how you look at it, how you cut it, how you parse it. Adam Thielen continues to be an absolute marvel, coming from where he did, Division III football, to being one of the top receivers in the NFL. But it's going to be vital for the Vikings in 2020 to keep number 19 on the field, especially since he lost his old running mate Stephon Diggs to the Buffalo Bills. And a hamstring injury last year really held his numbers in check. His lowest receiving yardage since 2015. Look for another breakout from Adam Thielen after plays like that.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
And the Vikings first down.
Cousins now. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are. You know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant. They run again on first down. Cook. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll run with Cook. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Complete to number 19.
Adam Thielen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Colts nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Throwing again on second down. Rivers. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Taylor, the ball.
Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
The 45-yard line.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second and 9, Rivers. Forced out, now a hit, and Rivers lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. First down, here's Cousins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
Second and 10.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
Touchdown.
Justin Jefferson. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Colts nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Looking deep for Hilton. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the bootleg. Rivers. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And this is going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
First down, Minnesota.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They run. Cook. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, here's Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Complete to
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now Cousins. He's into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Breaks the tackle, now an alley. The 40. He's at the 30. 20. Bring it. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts able to get this back with it, a touchdown. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Make that now 2 runs in a row that have netted them great results.
And it doesn't matter what kind of blocking scheme they're using, gap scheme, power scheme, zone running. They are finding people in those gaps and moving them and creating nice space for their runners.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
At the 9-yard line.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Cousins. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Herb Smith Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. And it leaves them with 3rd and long. And, you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Cousins. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but now it'll be 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Cousins got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 11 on the play.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Jonathan Taylor.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And his throw's going to be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Danielle Hunter coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And some room to maneuver. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
It's a gain of 8.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And now running right through it. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, God.
It's a foot race. Past the 20.
What you doing out there, boy?
Touchdown,
this ain't no high school.
Cousins pass.
Adam Thielen. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Minnesota.
So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Vikings 42, Colts 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, Rivers. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
The first down throw here for Rivers. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he loses the football a second time. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
They'll run on first down. Cook. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down. To throw, Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
First down, Vikings.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Lost man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Out of bounds.
Good catch there by Jack Doyle. He went to the Pro Bowl in 2019, but now has a new quarterback in Phillip Rivers, and he wants to be the Antonio Gates that Phillip Rivers threw to with the Chargers.
The toss here completed to Pittman. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
At the 46-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Rivers. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A second down throw for Rivers. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And he knew he was going to take a shot in the pocket. He did, but he also found a way to get it into the end zone.
And that has to ease the pain a little bit of the shot he took, didn't it? Being able to throw it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
He's going to air one out. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Following the interception here, Rivers. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, Rivers. He completes this one to Mack. Mack gets hit and the ball is free. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
It's a gain of
a good pick up there of 20 yards.
1st down.
Throwing here, Cousins. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Rivers on 1st down. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
That's another Colts 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One last shot now for Rivers. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be.